Don't regret the bet. For tips that will help, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, millions of Michiganders are expected to travel for the upcoming holidays. We'll hear some ways to make your journey easier. And the Ford River Lions Club is getting ready to host their second ever Community Kids Christmas Party. We'll tell you what they have planned. And we'll check out the Yule Market in Marquette to see what they're offering during tonight's holiday celebration. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
It's still going to be a cold one here in Marquette, but notice temperatures slowly rise, particularly as we get past midnight. We get into the double digits and we'll be close to the mid-teens by a little after daybreak during the day on Saturday. But temperatures will rise into the teens everywhere, indicative of the kind of improvement, at least temperature-wise, as we head on through the rest of the weekend. More of those details coming up later in the show. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tom. AAA is forecasting another record-breaking season for holiday travel. With winter weather forecasted across the state, the Department of Transportation says to be extra vigilant if you're hitting the road these next few weeks. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on the end-of-the-year weather and travel forecasts.
3.8 million Michiganders are predicted to fill the roads and the airways between December 19th and January 1st.
It's important to keep in mind that the roadways and the airports, cruise terminals, everything's going to be really busy.
If your plans involve catching a flight, a record-breaking 7.8 million Americans are expected to join you this holiday season. To keep things running smoothly at the airport, AAA recommends arriving 2 to 3 hours before your departure time, checking in online beforehand, and using your airline's mobile app to track your flight information.
You want to pack your medications and an extra set of clothing in your carry-on, just in case there's a delay in your flight or the flight is canceled.
With 3.4 million Michiganders predicted to travel 50 miles or more on the roads, the Department of Transportation says winter driving safety will be extra important this year.
People need to keep an eye on the weather before they head out.
After last year's mild winter, Weingarten suggests checking your tires and emergency kits to make sure they're ready for travel. This year's earlier winter weather requires having a solid travel plan. Checking the weather and road conditions in advance will also be extra important.
We all need to reacclimate ourselves every winter. We have to relearn how to drive on ice and snow.
Weingarten also reminds drivers to adjust their speed for road conditions and to move over a lane and slow down for police, EMS, or tow trucks on the side of the road.
It's our job as drivers to stay focused on the road and drive safely.
From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Tomorrow, Santa Claus is in the UP to meet the children of Delta County. The Ford River Lions Club is hosting its second annual Community Kids Christmas Party. Guests can park at the Ford River Pub, where they will embark on a winter hayride to the clubhouse. There, they can play games, make crafts, decorate cookies, and tell Santa what they're hoping to find under the Christmas tree. The event runs from noon to 3 p.m. and is free to attend.
It gets great exposure. This day in the world, everybody just needs to come together more, and they get a great feeling by doing this for the community. I hope that they have family fun, a little holiday time, without having the stress of the finances or anything like that. Just go out and have some fun.
Food will be provided, and each child will leave with a treat bag from Santa. The Marquette Downtown Development Authority is holding a special holiday edition of their popular summer farmers market. The Marquette City Yule Market got underway today at the Marquette Commons, right next to the city Christmas tree, the oscillation display, and where the holiday parade ends. Vendors from across the region are selling everything from handmade crafts to locally grown produce and baked goods. There's even a Christmas tree vendor on site. The market will be open from 3 p.m. till 9 p.m. today and tomorrow. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, the Delta Animal Shelter is completely full and looking for donations from the public for the Christmas season. And later, we are live in Marquette for the annual holiday parade. We'll chat with the Downtown Development Authority about tonight's events. We're back in 2 minutes.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
We are here around the clock in all weather. This isn't a job, it's a symphony. Mending hope, stocking the shelf, and being distant when we need to be. Understanding feelings. We don't have all the answers, but we're always present. Your home away from home in medical crisis. And your support brings warmth and comfort to families in need. Please donate today and help us make it home.
I think Auto Armor is a great product to prolong the life of your vehicle. Paint protection, rust proofing, interior, exterior protection. This will be the second vehicle that I have purchased. I think Auto Armor, again, prolong the life of the vehicle. It is an inexpensive investment for the longevity of a high-cost investment. I would recommend Auto Armor to anybody.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk's, there's Black Friday specials in every department, but hurry for best selection. There's Black Friday specials on Smith Brothers sofas and chairs. There's Black Friday specials on Flex Steel sectionals, sofas, and chairs. There's Black Friday specials on Amish dining room, too. There's Black Friday specials on Lazy Boy recliners, too, the lowest prices of the year. And mattresses, there's Black Friday specials on Tempur-Pedic, Stearn & Foster, Sealy, and Serta. In our clearance center, there's big discounts on Ashley Furniture. Shop Shunk's today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
As we check out our headlines for the Marquette area, another cold one for tonight, but we will find a slow uptick in those temperatures, particularly later tonight. That will, in fact, lead to some warmer temperatures for the weekend, much warmer as well compared to what we've had in the past. But on the other side of the coin, not much precipitation. Had decent sunshine today, and we'll try to keep it dry for the most part as we head toward the weekend. And that's good news. You really don't want a lot of rain when you have those temperatures go up. We already have some good snowpack here. Notice still a good 1.5 foot snowpack here where the lake effect is hit near Newberry and also on the western shores inland from the lake. Houghton, 2 feet of snow still in the snowpack there, while Marquette down to 4 inches and even less as we head on toward the Wisconsin border. So we have a lot of snowpack that needs to melt, and it'll be a nice slow melt on this southerly flow here. That will go on into Friday night and Saturday. Winds pick up a little bit, but not real strong, probably in that 10 to 20 mile an hour range. So a bit of a breeze and that southeast flow will indeed help improve our temperatures and weather conditions and as that southerly wind continues into Saturday night. Now, clouds gradually increase, and the winds go out of the south. We have what's called overrunning, warm air coming over, warmer air aloft, trying to override the cold air that's still kind of in place. Acts like a mini warm front, and that's what causes the clouds. But fortunately, not a lot of moisture for precipitation, scant amounts here for Saturday night, a pop-up flurry here and there. Maybe a couple of drops of rain or perhaps a little drizzle on Sunday, but that's really about it. And again, good news as we keep the precipitation on the low side. And as for checking out the next 6 to 10 days, that would take us into Christmas. Not expecting any major differences here. It looks like the temperatures, generally speaking, will be close to normal. A lot of dry conditions for the country next 6 to 10 days. We expect near normal precipitation. We'll get our hits of rain and snow, but no large aberrations in the temperatures nor the precip. So for tonight, temperatures will bottom out in the single digits by late evening or midnight, gradually rise into the teens by daybreak, and that trend will continue to get close to that freezing mark as we head toward tomorrow. We'll have clouds, some sun peeking out from time to time, and the rest of the forecast will keep Sunday dry as well, upper 30s. Monday's kind of the sloppy day. That's when the rain will come in. Temperatures close to 40 degrees. Probably have a good chance for some rain here. And then colder air comes in, but at least initially, not a lot of snow expected into the end of next week.
Thanks very much, Tom. While many of us are giving gifts this time of year, a UP animal shelter is reminding the public to consider giving to our furry friends in need. WZMQ's Lily Simmons has the story.
Right now, the kennels are filled at the Delta Animal Shelter.
Our whole intake room is full. We have overflow in the quarantine room. Luckily, nobody is sick, so we're able to use those kennels for healthy cats. All of our outside rooms have a cat in them. We have one room with 11 kittens. I think we have 6 free-roaming cats at this point in the shelter.
Intake usually slows down a bit in the winter.
But honestly, within the last year, we've been full consistently. Usually, kitten season is in spring. I don't know if it's just because we had such a mild winter last year or, you know, what's going on, but we have 2 pregnant cats. 1 cat just gave birth yesterday to 6 kittens. Yeah, it's just kind of never ending this year.
With so many animals to provide for, including those sent to foster homes, the shelter is running low on supplies, getting down to just 1 jug of litter earlier this week.
We're completely ran off donations, grants, and fundraising. So if we get to the point where we have none and we need it, we'll go purchase some. But it's nice to not have to do that so we can save that money for medical, keeping the lights on, all the other fun things that we spend money on here.
Shelter staff maintain an Amazon wish list of needed items, although they encourage shopping locally if possible.
Definitely right now scoopable cat litter. The cats usually prefer stuff that's not super scented. Cat wet food, kitten wet food. We're low on the pate for adult cats and pate for kittens as well.
The shelter thanks the public for its generosity, keeping these animals warm, safe, and fed.
We have such a good community, so we really see like an uptick in donations during the holidays. We're your local shelter. We're the only shelter in Delta County, and it's a pretty big county. We usually take in over 1,000 animals a year, so we definitely appreciate it.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
You can find the Delta Animal Shelter's complete wish list at WZMQ19.com. Coming up next, Republicans and Democrat leaders are working together on legislation that would offer more warning signs for the younger generation using social media. We'll be right back after this.
It's Christmas time at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. The tree is up and the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. Come shop our timeless diamond stud earrings, gemstones of every color, and fashion jewelry that will capture her heart. Give the gift of love wrapped up with one of our signature gold boxes with the burgundy bow. Shop Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
At Richardson Jewelers.
We got a problem.
Media blackout order from the DOD?
Wonder why they don't want us talking to the press.
Ooh, mystery.
Our job is to find the truth.
That's why we need to keep digging.
Why are we meeting down here again?
That's where the bodies are.
I'm pressing charges! Stand down! Look, NCIS has been ordered to stand down.
You might be onto something, Jimmy. A Christmas miracle?
NCIS is all new CBS Monday at 9/8 Central and streaming on Paramount+.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Riverside knows it's more than just a car.
It's watching your kids grow up. Bye, Mom! It's Girls' Day.
It's priceless weekends of happy campers.
And Riverside is more than just a car dealership.
We're your trusted certified service center.
Providing you with peace of mind with reliable and safe transportation.
It's not just a car, it's an extension of you.
And Riverside is not just a dealership. We're your dealership.
Selection, quality, and price. What matters to you matters to us at Riverside Auto Group.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases.
The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The FAFSA form for the coming year is open, and with the new system filling it out, it is as easy as ever. The FAFSA has been open since November, now with a new system launched last year. The new system connects directly to IRS tax information to make filling out the form easier and faster. NMU's financial aid director recommends all current and incoming students fill the form out as soon as possible to help them plan their school year.
Get students applying as soon as possible so that they can understand the aid eligibility that they have compared to the costs of the school. And that way they can make the right decisions about can they afford to attend school, or what other types of resources they might need to gather to be able to do that.
We'll have a link to the FAFSA form available on our website. According to the American Psychological Association, American teens spend an average of nearly 5 hours a day on social media. As the hours increase, so do mental health concerns. WZMQ Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon tells us now a bipartisan group of lawmakers in Washington have teamed up to stop the scroll.
According to the U.S. Surgeon General, adolescents who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media double the risk of symptoms of anxiety and depression than those who do not. Between 2011 and 2019, teenage depression rates more than doubled.
Our country is in the throes of a mental health crisis, but the situation is clearly getting more devastating. It seems to just be getting worse.
And it's undeniable that social media can have a destructive impact on mental health and just the quality of life. I mean, it's impacted mine in the past.
Democrat John Fetterman and Republican Katie Britt have teamed up by sponsoring legislation to create a warning label for social media users. Their goal is to promote healthier social media usage.
There should be a warning label on social media.
The Stop the Scroll Act mandates that the Surgeon General design and the Federal Trade Commission enforce a warning label system for social media platforms. It would appear as a pop-up box upon opening a platform and caution users about mental health risks associated with social media use, while also providing links to mental health resources.
And it's a much different kind of environment that I grew up, and I'm not a Luddite, but I am a parent, I'm a senator, and I would want this for my kids, and I have to believe that the people that work at these tech companies would want that same kinds of things for their own.
According to the National Institutes of Health, 95% of teenagers aged 13 to 17 are on social media, with more than 1/3 saying they use it almost constantly. Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Excessive screen time can lead to reduced sleep quality and duration in preschool children. That's according to research published in Early Child Development and Care. Researchers in China and Canada say all that screen time leaves young children's brains in an excited state, robbing them of much-needed shut-eye. It also affects hyperactivity and mood. Still to come on your 19 News, we check out the scene with the Marquette Holiday Parade. And later in sports, we hear from the head coach of NMU's hockey team as they prepare to face off against Bowling Green tonight and tomorrow. But first, here's your Upers United Volunteer Opportunity of the Day. Propylon Nonprofit Housing is looking for help stuffing stockings for 17 of their residents. They're looking for small items to be dropped off at their main office on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday next week. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com.
On this Friday night, the bird strike that caused an emergency landing. We have the details about the May Day moment at a major airport. That and more on tonight's CBS Evening News.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
far as I'm concerned, my past is dead and buried. Today is a fresh start.
Let's do it. Does that smoke look white to you?
Zombie fires.
I think they're dead, but they keep coming back to life.
They're here now.
I'm pulling both of you.
Come on, we gotta go!
No way out!
There has to be!
Fire Country Fall Finale. All new CBS tonight, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
To catch him, they'll use every trick in the book.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
WZMQ 19, CBS for the Upper Peninsula.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. You get me before we get to go downtown, apparently. The NMU hockey team recorded a season-high 35 shots on goal last Friday against Ferris State. The Wildcats lost to the Bulldogs 3-1 a week ago, but that's another step in the right direction. The wins can't come soon enough for Dave Schiak's team. Everybody knows that. Tonight and tomorrow, NMU visits Bowling Green. Schiak says the Wildcats will see a different Falcons squad than they have in the past.
They get after it, they're hard, they're heavy, they're on pucks, a lot of puck pressure. Things happen real quickly in their arena, so we're going to have to adjust to that a little bit. But again, it's another game to get better. Our guys are in positive spirits right now. They know we're getting chances. They know we're getting close to getting over the hump, as you had mentioned, by that one goal. And we're hoping to do so here on a Friday night.
Face-off tonight, 8:07 p.m. Tomorrow night start is 7:07. Michigan Tech is in the land of 10,000 lakes to challenge Bemidji State. Lake Superior State also is in the state of Minnesota, facing Minnesota State. The annual Marquette Sentinel Wrestling Challenge takes place tomorrow at the high school. 10 Upper Peninsula schools will participate, along with a dozen other schools from the Lower Peninsula and maybe one or two from Wisconsin. The challenge begins at 8:30 in the morning inside the Barb Krill Gymnasium. The finals should start around 7 p.m. The Detroit Lions return from their mini break Sunday at home against Buffalo. Coach Dan Campbell reports several injured players will be in the lineup for the Lions, especially in the defensive line. He knows Buffalo isn't planning on losing 2 games in a row.
Pascal's gotten through the week pretty good thus far. Reeder as well, Levi as well, Decker as well. You know, Matt cleared protocol, so I think we're trending the right way with all those guys. This offense scores points, you know, they do every week. They got a pretty good recipe. We talked about it. They run the ball. You know, they got receivers to make something happen, and certainly this quarterback, man, he's dynamic with the football in his hands. But I would also say, look, our defense, we're gonna put a lot on our defense this week. You know, our defense and special teams is gonna play a critical factor in this game.
You can see the game Sunday right here on WZMQ 19, starting at 4:25 Eastern, 3:25 Central Time. Detroit has a 1-game lead over Minnesota and Philadelphia in the overall standings. The Green Bay Packers cannot clinch a playoff berth this weekend, but they certainly can take one step closer with a win over Seattle Sunday night. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur says there is an easy reason why the Packers are scoring more points lately.
Well, I think anytime you give your best players the ball, it puts you in a better position. But I think the number one thing I've seen is we haven't been going backwards. We haven't had a bunch of penalties that have occurred, previously, earlier in the season. And we had a lot of situations where we're just going the wrong direction. And most of it was because of penalties, but and we've had less negative plays.
Kickoff from the Pacific Northwest Sunday is around 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 Central Time. I know you've been waiting for this one. Teenager Gukesh Damaraju of India became the youngest chess world champion after beating defending champion Ding Liren of China yesterday in a dramatic turn of events in the last game of a 14-game match in Singapore. The 18th world champion is, believe it or not, 18 years old, 4 years younger than Garry Kasparov, who had been the youngest world champion since 1985 when he beat Anatoly Karpov. Gukesh won Thursday's game with the black pieces after Ding wilted under pressure and blundered in what commentators considered to be a comfortable position. He ended up winning the title 7.5 to 6.5. The match was a 14-round long-time classical event with a prize fund of $2.5 million. Not bad for playing chess. Ding, whose form plummeted since he beat Russian Ian Naparichatsky to claim the crown in 2023, had not won a long-time format classical game since January and largely avoided top events to improve. Also coming up on Saturday, the NMU basketball team will be taking on Upper Iowa. That will be down in Wisconsin Dells. And the Michigan Tech men's basketball team will be at home against Northland College. That one will tip off around 5 o'clock at the SDC gym. Kevin, back to you.
Mike, thanks very much. All right, we're going to have Tom DeVecchio for a final look at weather for you when we come back.
From our family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
May your holidays be filled with peace, love, and holiday cheer.
Best wishes for a safe and happy New Year.
We wish you good cheer and a very Merry Christmas.
May your Hanukkah be filled with light and joy. We hope you have a safe and blessed holiday season.
From our family here at 19 News to all of you at home, happy holidays.
Getting ready, we all have our routine. Finding an outfit. Fixing your hair. And all the other little touches. Gum, check. Keys, check. Phone, check. But of all the things you remember to bring with you, naloxone could be the most important. It can reverse an opioid overdose. You can get it without a prescription in most states, and it's really easy to use. If you or someone you know is at risk for opioid overdose, naloxone could save their life. Keep it on you and at home. For more information about naloxone, visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
We are here around the clock in all weather. Your home away from home in medical crisis. We've seen it all, weddings through holidays. We don't have all the answers, but we're always present. It isn't for the thank you. We do it for our guests like Tom, Pam, and Nora. And your support brings warmth and comfort to families in need. Please donate today and help us make it home.
Still very cold for tonight, but temperatures will start to trend upward after midnight into the mid-teens by daybreak. Still cold, but it sure beats wind chills of 10 below. And we do expect temperatures eventually to get to around 30 for Saturday after this cold start. Milder, a little sun through the clouds. Sunday also looking milder still. Maybe a few drops, a couple flakes of snow, nothing big time here. It does look a little sloppy on Monday, but then we're back to colder air, but not a lot of snow by the middle and end of next week. Kevin, back to you.
Tom, thank you. And we do apologize due to technical difficulties. We were unable to go live for the Marquette Holiday Parade, but we will have all the highlights, including the tree lighting, tonight at 11:10 Central. We'll see you then.